Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of the Tropical House speed build series. Because yes, if you haven't seen the previous part yet, I would either advise you to check that out before I start explaining what this series is, or you just keep listening, but I would definitely of course advise you to watch the previous part, because then you of course see what I've built in the previous part, and that's what you see on your screen at the moment already. But anyways, this series is just actually a regular speed build, so just the house sped up and with in the end a nice fly through, but I've decided to divide it into 5 parts, and just to make sure that it isn't sped up too much, because I know that some people think my speed builds are sped up too much, so I've decided to start doing this series instead of the other speed build series. Well, of course I'll continue doing those, but this is just for one time an extra speed build, and also because I'm away at the moment you're watching this, I had to pre-record it, and I kind of wanted to upload something like this, which I thought you would think was enjoying, so I decided to just record this, and I personally also really liked it, so that's of course also one of the reasons I decided to do this. So yeah, if you wonder why it's different than a normal Let's Build, well, that's basically the reason. Of course normal Let's Builds will continue, but I think the last one has started already, and maybe that's even this one, because The Sims 4 is coming out very soon, and then I will stop with The Sims 3, or at least for a very long time I will stop with The Sims 3, and maybe when The Sims 4 is seriously something I've got used to, then I'll continue with The Sims 3 again. But yeah, I think that's pretty logical, and you all want to see The Sims 4 content. So yeah, that's why I decided to do it also this sped up way, because I kind of got sick of the normal Let's Build way, because you know, then I can't really do a commentary like I want to do it. Like right now it isn't very good either, but at least it's better than when I have to build and I have to talk at the same time. Now I just talk and look at what I've built already, and I think that's much easier, and I think that's pretty understandable, and I think it doesn't really matter to you either, because yeah, you just have a speed build, but it's just divided into 5 parts, and in this way you get to see the end result even faster, so I think that's quite good, or at least I don't think you will complain about that. So as you can see here, I've started adding the windows to the house, which I think, by the way, really turned out to look amazing. The windows were quite an important part of this house, because it's a very modern house, so then windows are of course important. But also the garden in the end will look very cool. By the way, that's also the funny thing about doing a Let's Build in this way. I just already know what I've built already, so that's pretty nice. Also, if you wonder why, what I said previously, that I'm going away, well, I'm just going on holiday, you know, it's summer, so then I'm going away to Greece. I'm flying in like several hours actually, and I just wanted to upload this, actually schedule this, because I've scheduled, or I'm going to be scheduling several videos for you over the course of 2 weeks, because that's how long I'm away. And I haven't pre-recorded very many videos just because I didn't have much inspiration, but I've recorded 3 episodes of this series, and also a speed build that I've uploaded today actually. So yeah, that's what you can check out. So that speed build is, by the way, Florida Coast, which I really think turned out amazing. It's just a normal speed build, and then 3 of these speed build episodes actually. So it aren't very many videos over the course of 2 weeks, but at least it's something, and I think, yeah, I'm just going to take a little break before The Sims 4 comes out, because otherwise it really starts to feel like I have to make videos, or at least that's what it has been lately, and I don't want that. So after the holiday I really want to continue making videos only because, or only when I like to or want to make them. So yeah, that's how it's going to be after the holidays, but don't worry, with The Sims 4 there will be many videos, because I can't wait to play that. So as you can see, I'm still working on the windows. Yeah, they are just very important, and in the end they really turned out to look pretty nice. I think nothing too really special. I think just with the split leveling I did some nice things, but nothing that's really like whoa. But yeah, you don't really have that with windows anyways. So yeah, This is a very modern house, but you've probably already seen that and I've said it already. So what can I talk about more? Well, where are you going, or where have you been on holiday, or will you just stay at home? Please let me know in the comments down below when I come back, or actually on my holiday. I'll just read them. I'd love to see where you go and where you want to go, maybe where you're dreaming of to go to, because I seriously want to go all around the world, from Dubai to the Maldives to New York to whatever. Seriously, everything. But yeah, where would you really like to go to? That is something I would like to know, and then maybe we can have a nice chat about that in the comment section. Also, what do you think of The Sims 4? Because I seriously can't wait. I do have to say that I'm kind of disappointed about some news of things, because yeah, I know that by starting talking about The Sims 4 already I'll get quite some dislikes, but that doesn't really matter. I just want to talk about it. Because I really don't like the fact that there's no terrain tool. Seriously, I can't understand why they've deleted that, because it's so important, that's so realistic, that I think it's a very stupid move. Also, constraint floor elevation is gone, so you can't even make modern houses with those nice half walls, which I did like 2 or 3 times in this house. I think 2 times. Well, and a special foundation, which isn't even possible in The Sims 4 because you can't do the terrain tool. So that's seriously something that I think is very disappointing. And I think that, well, I really understand that people see that as a disappointing thing, because I've seen very many people starting to hate The Sims 4. Well, I know that it's going to be a good game, and when I see it, it's so smooth, and when, yeah, it's just going to be good, but I'm afraid that we will need so many expansions and so many updates for it to be like perfect. And that's not really what we want, because you pay like quite some money, or at least I did, because I bought the collector's edition, and then you don't get like the full game, and that's kind of disappointing. But yeah, I think in the end we will have a nice game, but it might take some time, and that's kind of disappointing, as I said before. But yeah, we will see how that goes. I think EA will find out yeah, soon enough, when yeah, people just don't buy it because there's no creative sim. Well, there is creative sim, of course. I mean creative style. There is no terrain tool, there are no cars, there are no toddlers, there are no pools, there are no constraint for elevation, no move objects on, though I think there will be something that causes that there won't be move objects on needed. But there are also like some other stupid things, but there are also very cool new additions, but they're just not, yeah, they just left out the most important things out of this game to really let your creativity flow, and that's like the stupidest thing they could ever done. But I mean, they've made like, well, not even sliders, but they've caused that you can resize every object, which is something I've been wanting for ages, and especially for the plants, because I always wanted plant sliders, because you know, you have to put down like tens of trees or plants or palm trees, whatever, until you have the right size. And if you can resize them by yourself, it would be so much easier, and that's what they will, and that is something that will possible in the Sims 4. So that's great. Also, you can place like wall paintings everywhere. No, not wall paintings, just normal regular paintings. You can put them everywhere on the wall, so that's also very good about The Sims 4. But those are just quite some small things. What's also a thing? Well, just the terrain tool, I seriously can't understand that they've left that out. But yeah, we will see that in a way too expensive, yeah, expensive expansion pack, I think. But yeah, I don't really care, because as soon as they, or at least if they come very soon after the release, I think it's okay, because then we at least have the terrain tool already, because now we just have to wait for it for ages, and that's like not nice. So if they like release an expansion pack like 1 week after the full game, and we will have constraint for elevation and the terrain paint, well, we do have terrain paint, by the way, don't worry, not the terrain like tools, just you can't build mountains, you can't make ponds, you can't make like valleys or something. And I have to say, the terrain tool was very important for this house, so how can they leave it out? I mean, in every house I use it, so I don't really know what they're doing, but I can't wait for that game still, because it's going to be cool. But yeah, I feel like you can't really, yeah, let your creativity flow yet. with the full version that comes in September 2nd for the USA, September 4th for Australia and Europe. So from September 4th on, you will be getting videos from me, and then September 5th the poor people in the UK, because they have longest. And I kind of wonder when people in Asia will get the game. Will they even get it? I'm not sure. I might do some research into that, because will people like in Africa and people in Asia get the game? Because I expect that Asia will be together with Australia probably, which means they would get it the 4th. And in Africa, I mean, not everyone in Africa is poor, so they can actually buy the Sims. So when will it release there? I think maybe together with Europe. Yeah, probably something like that. So I expect September the 4th, and I hope for them, because yeah, September the 5th, that's just sad for all the UK people, sorry. So now we're getting to the end of this video, and I hope you thought it was enjoying. In the next part we will continue with the exterior, so part 3, and then in the last 2 parts we will do the interior of this house. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you later. Bye.